I've been a parishioner at St. Joe's for almost 20 years. I was married to my husband, Seth, right here in this church. Our 3 kids have been raised in this church and attended St. Joe's School. Before that, I attended the University of Minnesota in Crookston and regularly attended Mass at the cathedral. I grew up in Brandon, Minnesota, where I was raised by 2 very loving, very devout parents, Jim and Judy, and I had 7 siblings, all older than me: Julie, Jan, Joe, Jim, Jill, Janae, Jackie, and I'm Jean. I was baptized when I was just 10 days old, and my godmother, Sister Cordy Kirkowski, has been a Franciscan sister for over 66 years. So yeah, I've been Catholic my whole life. By no means the epitome of holiness, but I've been given every opportunity. Now, the downside of being surrounded by so much unwavering faith like I've been is that it's easy to take it for granted. Easy to just go through the motions. And when it comes to the Eucharist, I've spent a lot of my life believing in the real presence of Jesus, but just not really feeling my own personal connection. It's such a big, awesome, near impossible thing to grasp. To look at the host and feel a connection is really hard. So over the years, as I've struggled with this, I've been blessed with a few little aha moments that have helped me feel that connection. Here are a couple examples. As I enter the church, I like to acknowledge Jesus in the tabernacle, but I don't picture the host in there. I imagine behind those little doors is a regular-sized room, and inside that room, Jesus is sitting in a chair, patiently waiting for Mass to begin. You know how sometimes the priest will sit over there before Mass, or if a priest is sitting waiting for you in a confessional, I just picture Jesus sitting there. The prayer in my head is not formal at all. It's just a quick, hello, good evening. Next, during the consecration, when the priest says, "This is my body, given up for you," for a split second, I think about how that priest standing there gave up his body, his whole life, to shepherd us. That moment makes it a bit easier for me to comprehend that Jesus made the same sacrifice and so much more. So I was listening at Curcio. Next, processing up for communion, I'm always so torn. Now, I know I'm not supposed to be daydreaming about some lady's great shoes or some adorable baby or any number of random things, but let's say I'm having a day where I'm actually focused. Am I supposed to be sad because Jesus died, or happy because he rose? How am I supposed to be feeling as I make this walk? Is he dead or alive? And one day I had this image. Have you ever seen a picture of 2 hands, like one on top of the other, probably taken in a hospital bed, where the top hand belongs to someone very near the end of their life? There's so many emotions tied up in that moment on the edge between life and death, but one that sticks out for me is gratitude. Gratitude for all that person has done, gratitude for that person's whole existence. So on a good day, if I'm paying attention, I'm processing up with that image in my head, my 2 hands holding each other, and gratitude in my heart. Last one, when it's my turn to receive, I fix my eyes on the host. Although I'm responding to the human person standing in front of me, I want to direct my amen to Jesus right there in front of me. Got a few more little nuggets like that help me feel connected, but I'm out of time, and I have to leave room for a shameless plug as part of the stewardship committee. Next Saturday at noon, starting in the Gathering Place, we're holding our next training sessions for some of our Mass ministries. The goal is to have enough people serving in these ministries so that each person only needs to serve one time a month. And to make that possible, we need about 5 more sacristans, about 5 more communion captains, and I'm not joking when I say this number, about 40 more extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion. And we can never have too many altar servers. If we have too many, we'll just keep adding more chairs. So thanks. Have a blessed Lent.